up, everyone? Hey, Kevin, what's up? Just started going live, so please hit the like so that way more people see it. Get on. Right now, I'm just getting my poles rigged up. So, sorry about the wind if that's all you're hearing. It's pretty windy here in Iowa. I was trying to get some stuff going and videoing for fishing, and right now I'm just not having any luck in Iowa. So, like I said, I apologize for the wind. All right, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. Right now, I'm just gonna get bobber and worm. Where am I fishing at? I'm fishing on the little Wapsie River. So this is the river that flows right by my house. But right now I'm fishing in Fairbank, my hometown of Fairbank, Iowa. Woo! Talk about wind. I need to get a mic. But right now, I'm just trying to get some more followers and subscribers. So that way, when I get monetized, all that little bit of money can go towards this little side hustle that I'm trying to do. Right now, I'm trying to find all my hooks. I got so much stuff in my bag. Hey, got 9 people on. That's awesome. What is up, everyone? Just doing a little bit of fishing. What do you usually catch on the little Wapsie? Oh, last year was the first time I actually realized and noticed that there was actually some crappie up here above the dam. But there is smallmouth, there are largemouth, there's northern, there's walleye, but there's not a whole lot else. So I'm just gonna have to use a jig. What is up, Trash Heron? Right now I'm just trying to get everything rigged up. I can't find my stuff that I usually have, so I'm just gonna throw on good old jig and use that instead. Just getting rigged up, getting set up. Not having good luck on my plastics as of right now. Usually Iowa is better in May. So, but walleye are biting right now. But like I said, not having very good luck as of right now. And I'm just gonna set this pole right off over here. I don't have pole holders. I don't do a whole lot of just worm and bobber. So but I got 3 likes as of right now. But yeah, please everybody hit that like button. Well, hit that like button. Sometime I'm gonna have to get my buddy, and we're gonna have to head down to southern Iowa. They're catching striper, walleye, crappie as of right now down there. So probably Red Rock, Rathbun, Saylorville, Big Creek, Iowa City. They're catching big striper down there. They're catching double digits down there. That's a real good place to go catch a wiper and striper. But there's also some trash fish that are up around here too. So like carp, sucker, stuff like that. So I wouldn't mind getting one of those on my line too, because it's been a while since I felt a fish on my line. Just absolutely horrible time fishing. It's a weird thing because I don't really have that bad of luck with fishing this early in the spring. So we're gonna try that right now. Just 2 lines. It's all you can fish with in Iowa. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So where's everybody from? Yeah, we do have, we don't, it's kind of hard around here because where I end up going fishing, there is not a bait shop along the way to go get minnows. There is a place about 10 minutes away from me, and but that's in the opposite direction of everywhere I go fish. So I do use minnows when I do go crappie fishing, but last year we did not have that good of luck using minnow on crappie. This spot here last year I was catching 10 to 13 inch black crappie on this spot, and all I caught them on were worms and a jig, because they quit biting on worms. So I flipped on a one of those marabou type jig heads, and I was jigging in this spot, and I was catching them like crazy. Oh yeah, you did say that, Kevin. Yep. And so, did you live in the southern part of Iowa? Because I think you mentioned that you lived along the Wapsie River, the big Wapsie River. So I think that's what you said. But yeah, so northeast Iowa, close to Decorah, Iowa. Oh, okay. Yep, yep. I haven't went up there and fished there quite a while up there on the upper Iowa. So um, this year I think I might try and give that a hit. Um, I'm just gonna have to try and give that a try. Head up there on the northeast Iowa and go try that upper Iowa River there. It's been quite a long time being up there on northeast Iowa. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, there are trout up there. I don't do much trout fishing, but I do need to give that a try more and everything. But I know there's a guy that I follow on YouTube. He's from Iowa, and he makes those hard baits. Hard like those not hard bait. Well, yeah, they're hard baits, and but he makes them straight out like strictly wood. But he's also been doing like silicone type, not silicone baits, but he pours his own like crankbait type stuff with some sort of plastic liquid type stuff. Like it gets hard, but he carves a lot of wood crankbaits also, and he goes up right where the Bloody Run Creek flows out into the Mississippi, and he caught a dandy of a trout. So yeah. Oh, Marling Bates. Ben Marling. He lives down, I want to say, down at by Tiffin, down there by Cedar Rapids, Iowa City area, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But he did head up a place there right where that trout stream flows out into the Mississippi. He caught a dandy of trout using one of his crankbaits, and it is pretty freaking sweet. So if you go and follow him, and yeah, if you follow him, let him know that I sent you there, because he reads all his comments and everything. He never comments back because he has so many followers on his channel. He does some great work, real nice, great work. But and Debo is another one that's real freaking is an awesome, cool guy. He gets a lot of buys a lot of baits. He does reviews on them. He does reviews on poles. He does reviews on reels also, and he's a pretty awesome guy. And he's made his own baits every once in a while, but he's ate up with those Ned rig type EWG hook mold. Yeah, those EWD style Ned rigs. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, okay, now I remember who you are. Yep. So yeah. Debo does some sweet stuff. So but yeah, so right now I'm not having very much luck on these worms either. Usually I get some bites right away, but I still think the water is just a little too cold for a lot of these fish. But I don't know what I'm doing right now. What's going on? Voice text is misspelling things constantly. Oh yeah. I don't use that, but yeah, this water is, I think, just a little too cold, and I think the wind is not helping. But I try and get out and fish as much as I can. Right as of right now, my boy, he is playing soccer, so he has games almost every single Saturday except for next Saturday because that's Easter weekend. And so it's a traveling style type soccer, but it's the only thing that we have around us for soccer, and he's obsessed with soccer. I mean, this boy, he can tell you who's who on all these foreign teams and everything, and I do not. You should grab a portable. Yeah, I should grab myself one of those. So, and yeah, I should, but I just never have. But I just I have better. I've noticed that I have better luck as later as the year goes. Ooh, talk about wind. Talk about wind. And so I think the videos will start getting better once everything starts going. So that's just my feeling on it. But yeah, this wind is not helping because I was at a spot earlier. It was clear about 2 weeks ago, and it was real nice and clear. But then this week, it just turned like chocolate milk. It was absolutely horrible. And so I think the wind battering the banks and all that just does not help. Oh, yeah, yeah. Are you down around, God, I can't remember that town now down in Missouri because my great uncle, two of my great uncles live down there in southern Missouri. It's the one town that big F5 tornado ripped through and just destroyed that town. No, I don't have waders. No, I don't have waders at all. I want to get some, but yeah. You work in Springfield. Okay, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I get where you're from now. Yeah, Joplin. Yep. Yeah, Joplin is the place. Two of my great uncles, they ended up in that tornado, and my one uncle, he was crippled all of his life, and he said he was good after that tornado went through because he was in the bathroom. He was in the bathroom and rode the tornado out on the sitting on the toilet. So I was like, yeah, that sounds like my bloodline. So, but no, I don't have waders. I do want to get some, and because when I do go wading, I just throw on a pair of shorts. So, I mean, I'm not too afraid of what's in these waters up here. I've never really seen much for leeches up around here at all. So, if you go to Joplin now, you'll see areas where the buildings are missing. Oh yeah, I bet. My mom went down there because that would be her uncle, and they were going to buy my uncle's house that was down there, but never got that. They couldn't get the loan quick enough because there was the family wanted to sell it as quickly as possible because they lived out of state. His daughters did, and just never got the opportunity to get the loan quick enough. So I haven't been back down to Joplin since that tornado went through, but I need to get down there and check that out. Yep. Oh, you do. You do. Okay. 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 The company you work for. Yeah. 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 Yep. As of right now, I'm trying to get a different, find a different place to work. Um, Not just because I don't like where I'm at, just better opportunities, better benefits and better pay. But that's the way it goes for me whenever I am working. I'm always keeping an eye out, seeing where there's better pay, better benefits, things along those lines. But I won't take a job under what I'm getting currently paid right now. But it is what it is. In construction, I'm actually a glazer. Do you know what that? No, I don't know what that is. Please enlighten me. But I don't job hop, so I don't do a whole lot of job hopping. I stay where I am at for about good. The longest I ever been at a job has been 5-6 years. Um, and where I'm at right now, I'm going on my 4th year. Oh, you put the metal frames and glass in commercial buildings. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Um, I have a cousin that does some construction down around Cedar Rapids, Iowa City area, and they do like commercial stuff for big buildings like that. And he's like a foreman. He's one of those higher up types, so he gets paid quite a good money. Something I wouldn't be able to do. I'm not a construction type guy. Okay, all right. Yeah, residential for my windows. I did my own windows. So my grandpa built the house that I'm in. My grandpa was the brother to the two great uncles of mine that lived down there in Joplin. So my grandpa built the house that I'm in right now, and so we just stick. I kind of inherited that from my parents, because once they got a divorce, they handed the house off to me and said, "Here you go, fix it up, do what you want with it." So that's one of those deals. So I'm updating everything on my house. A couple years ago, I put on new siding. So I did the siding and the windows pretty much at the same time. Now, I wouldn't say it'd be, like construction type, professional type job. I'm sure you would be able to look at it and see where what I did wrong, but I live in a county where we don't have a whole lot of code that we have to work with. I think I have something messing with my bobber right now. But I think that would be the wind also messing with it, but I'm not 100% sure. Once it goes down and starts moving, then I'll be a little bit more worried about it. wonder what is going on right now. Slip bobber? Yeah, right. I know. I don't have a slip bobber, and I don't have the bobber stops. I'm gonna get some. These were the bobbers that my grandpa always used, so I'm used to these. I never got used to the slip bobber technique. But yeah, but that piece of chunk of land that's over there, that's right on the other side of the river. That is a man-made island in Fairbank. And so when we have our, what people call their town days, whatever celebration, Fairbank has what they call the Island Days. So the Fairbank Island Days, and this year we have a famous 90s country singer. Can't remember his name right now. I want to say Mark Chestnut, but I could be wrong. And performing this year on Fairbank Island Days. And on the other side of the island, there's some water over there too, but I don't catch anything over there. I've never have. So, and I think I got something on this other line. No, nothing. The wind was pulling my bob around, so I'll just pitch this back out. But yeah, so, and on the other side of that, yeah, I'm close to Unwind. Yep, real close. This year, Ragbri, the famous bike ride from one side of the state to the other that people do, is actually coming through here in Fairbank, and then their second to last stop, or that they stay over for the day, is in Unwind. They were a rival of ours in high school for sports. Yeah, yep. Actually, my boy, he's on their soccer club team. So Wapsie, he's a Wapsie Warrior and an Unwind Husky as of right now. So, did you go to the Decorah High School? Same with Waverly Shell Rock and New Hampton. Yep. My boy actually, we were up at New Hampton last weekend for one of his soccer games. He's 6 going on 7, so he absolutely loves the soccer deal. And last week he absolutely had fun. He had a blast playing soccer, but today just wasn't his day. He got really hard on himself and got upset and started crying because the other team that he played today, they were actually pretty good. They were real good. So he just gets really, really hard on himself. Like, he absolutely thinks he has to be perfect at everything he does, and he needs to realize that not everybody's perfect. I don't know if he's just afraid of letting other people down, letting himself down, letting me and mom down, or what. But it's a hard thing to try and get through to him that all we expect you to do is just try your best. You're not going to be perfect. So, but he's ate up with soccer, just absolutely ate up with it. Just loves the game and everything. We actually play Waverly sometime in Independence. But Wapsie's so small that we never get to play the New Hampton, Decorah, home wide, or Independence. Yep, that's what I told him. So that's absolutely what I told him. You only get better when you play somebody that's better than you. So, but he's 6, going on 7, so I don't think he quite understands that right as of right now. So, yeah, we play. His soccer team plays Independence here in a little bit. We actually played Denver for some reason, which really surprised me. But this is just a soccer club type deal. So we probably played all kinds of different players, different teams and clubs and all that type of stuff. So wouldn't surprise me. But and also what kind of threw everything off on this team of his this year was that the coach on the other team, he was a foreigner and he actually had an accent. So once he started talking about, soccer and was, hollering at the kids, so the kids could hear him, it kind of threw the game off because they're not used to having somebody yell at them. Oh, got something. Got a fish. Got a fish. Got a fish. Got a fish, guys. Hey. Got a largemouth. Finally. After how long? Here, let me flip the screen around. Got a largemouth. Finally. He's a little guy, but it's finally a fish. Finally a fish. So, yep, he's pretty small, but finally a fish. Finally a fish. So we're gonna toss him back. So I'm gonna flip this screen back around. Let's see what's going on this other side. Yeah, he was 11, 12, but you know, I don't really care to eat largemouth anyway. I know some people do. My grandpa, he actually would eat any type of fish, any type, but he was the child of the best generation America's ever had. So he grew up and was raised in northern Wisconsin on a logging camp, and he grew up during the Depression, and they lived on a farm, and they were very, very, very poor. And so him, his brothers, and his dad would eat anything that they hunted and fished for. So he knew the best ways to eat, cook, and clean any type of fish. And so, to tell you the truth, he actually ate non-legal size fish when he was teaching me how to fish. That's just because out of old habit of, you caught it, you clean it, you eat it. So, but I don't do that. I abide by the law. So but yeah, that's the way he did things. But finally fish. Finally a fish. But anyway, before the whole interruption with the fish, I can't remember what and how we were talking about. Yeah, actually that was the first fish of the year. Yeah, that was the first fish of the year. So seems a little late, but hey, it is what it is, For some reason I hear a cat behind me, but I know there's not a cat. You haven't been out since you've been nursing that ankle? Yeah. Yep, exactly. I don't blame you one bit on that. So Let's pitch this out back out together. The wind is blowing one bobbers in one direction, and probably lost my hook. Nope, I didn't. But I did lose my worm. So let's get a new worm on. Let's get a new worm on. Just starting to put weight on it. I hope to go back to work on 21st of April, but it'll probably be a little light duty. Yep, I understand that. I go see the orthopedic surgeon for my knee next month. Can't remember when. I think it's the 15th or the 16th. 15th or the 16th, and see what they want me to do for that. I have a feeling that insurance is not going to approve surgery just because my insurance is, I want to say, absolutely stupid, because they're the type of insurance that will say go to physical therapy and see if that helps, and if that doesn't help, then we will have surgery, so let's make it worse before it gets better type deal. So, but that's just my feeling on that. But we'll see what the orthopedic doctor, specialist, whatever you want to call him, will say. So what's the deal on the reason why you're down in Missouri? You just haven't made it back up to Iowa, moved back up, or you don't want to move back up because of the winter and cold? Oh, okay. You still have your mom still lives there? Okay, that's cool. Oh, your wife's family lives in Texas. Okay, I see. I get you. I get you. I can understand that. But yeah, the Canada geese are just absolutely flying around all over the place over here. Kind of cool, but they get annoying. Same with these starlings that are around here. I don't know if you see it, but there's like PVC pipes right there. I want not PVC pipes, but they're like, I don't know, PEX. Somebody put a thing of PEX down there. That's where I caught the 10 to 13 inch crappie last year. I do have pictures of those and those fish, and so I'm seeing if there's any down around there as of right now. I got a brother that lives near Rochester, Minnesota, a sister that lives in Minneapolis, and a sister that lives in Alberta, Canada. Wow. You guys are just all over the place. But that's pretty cool. I don't have any brothers or sisters. I was the one and only. My parents did try. They tried their damnedest to have another, but God said, nope, you only have one, and that's all you're going to get type deal. Or it could be just because I was a little shit and they said, oh hell no. But from what they told me, they tried to have a couple more, but never panned out. It dies down here. So windy, so windy. So windy. Die down, die down. Okay, we're good. I do have a kayak. Problem is that ever since we decided to have children, and let's just say I got on the bigger side of things because got to stay home and watch them. So I got a little big on I got a little heavy on the body weight. So now that my daughter is 2 years old, I'm going to be trying to do some extra work and get some exercises, go on a big old diet I'm currently on right now. So starting to get out and starting to do a lot more since my daughter got older, since she's 2. So I'll be going on a major diet, so that way I can get in on the kayak. So but I do have my grandpa's boat, and I have the 6-horse on it right now, and gonna try and get the boat out on I'm gonna try Brushy Creek Lake. I want to try because they have some crappie, they have some bluegill, and they have some nice sized bass on that lake, and they also have some muskie and walleye there. So I'm going to try that here in a little bit too. But once I finally get the okay to get my contacts, and I might get my 4-season turkey tag and go do some hunting also. So oh yeah, it'll definitely help with health wise, definitely. So like I said, I'm currently out on the diet, and I am going to start doing some exercise too. So my exercise is getting outside and doing some work. So I currently did that, and I think I got a bite. Let's see. My bobber did some goofy things. I lost the worm. And I lost my jig. I guess that's what happens when you use braid. It gets cut easily. So I'm going to get a different jig. But yeah, so could have been a northern too. I don't know. But I did quite a bit of work yesterday and the weekend before. And cutting down a tree, cutting up some wood, cutting down another tree, and burning some stuff. So but that's the way I was raised. You want to get some exercise, do some work, because my parents were farmers, and once my grandpa passed away, my grandma passed away, they had to sell the farm and everything that went with it. So and I'm just not the exercise type guy, but I damn well know that I need to get that done, get that going. So and also being out on the kayak will help too, doing some paddling and stuff. But when I was in college, we went up to the Boundary Waters and did quite a bit of canoeing and paddling up there when I was in college, and I absolutely just loved it. That is my go-to place to go fish. But getting some exercise and everything will also help out with the hunting. So oh yeah, yep, definitely. So start walking. I'll do that. Now that it's spring, I can probably get out and do something too. So because the winters do not agree with me. Way too freaking cold. But plus what also happened was I ended up getting this job in the aerospace industry, and it's a lot of sit down work, and which my past jobs were a lot more physical, but the problem was that this job paid more, so I ended up taking that job for the pay. And it's a lot of sit down work because you got to sit down and deburr all these parts and install hardware, and then when you're on the punch and laser and you end up getting a long job and you're sitting there every 30 minutes running a line of parts, and then you take those line of parts off, throw them off to the side so they can go get the other stuff done before you can deburr the parts and hope for the best, and then you're sitting there for another half hour. So, and then when you had the kids, you couldn't really do much because they were babies, toddlers. You can't do the stuff that you normally can do. But it's getting better. They're getting older now. They can start being a little bit more independent. So gardening's going to be coming up here in a little bit too, so I'll be doing some tilling and gardening, getting out more and doing stuff. Is that down there in Missouri? Is that a lot of like that red black clay stuff? Sorry about turning the conversation over to gardening, but hopefully here soon, pretty soon, I get another bite. Okay, that's awesome. I didn't mean red black, because my mom's husband, where they live, it's that black clay type soil that moisture has a hell of a time getting out of. But yeah, that red stuff down there. But yeah, that's awesome that the soil down there is really good stuff, because where I'm at, where I live, on that type of soil, it's almost like pure sandy type stuff, and I've been adding a lot of like not like natural leaves and lawn clippings, and um, putting some compost into the soil, mixing it in, and it's starting to get pretty loamy, sandy loamy, and it's good for the tomatoes, good for cucumber, good for zucchini, but I don't have the luck with beets, onions, any of that stuff. But boy, do the watermelon love it. Watermelon love that sandy stuff. So that's all that my soil is good for. So I'll be doing that too. That one bobber down there over there is starting to go nuts. But I think that's just from the wind. The one that's off to my left is the one that I'm getting all my bites on. But the reason why I have braid on this, on the pole that I caught that largemouth on, is because I kept getting really tired of every time I was getting a snag, I would break off. But I noticed that when this braid gets messed up in something that's um, sharp, it cuts a lot easier than the mono. Something's messing with my pole. So let's try it again. So here, let me see if I can turn you guys to where that one bobber is at, so you can see. Actually, let me take you guys down there, because this is where I'm getting all my bites. The bobber will disappear, and Yeah, the reason why I went with braid is so that way when I get the snag, I wouldn't lose my baits, my jig heads, because I got tired of having to tie them back on. It would drive me absolutely insane, you know. But now that I moved down here, they're not going to fight, are they? Let's try this again. And so that's why I went with braid to try and test it out. But you get something that's sharp, it's no bueno. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Let's try it. See what's going on here. Got another bass. Got another bass. I knew something was messing with it over here. Hey, 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 settle down, settle down. Let's switch it. Little one. But I knew something was messing with it, and he swallowed my jig. I have to get my Leatherman. Yeah, rocks can be very hard on braid. Yeah, definitely. There we go. Got him out. Got it out. Now I'm gonna get my stuff mixed in. Leatherman, awesome for this type of reasoning. Yeah, I honestly, to tell you the truth, I thought of that right as I went and grabbed the jig, but I did get it out. So he's not bleeding, he's good. So yeah, I've thought of that, and well, at least he's still out. So let's get him back in the water. All right, let's try it again. So they're up against the rocks, I noticed that. I don't know if there was a school of them over here or what. But man, I wish I was kind of videoing so I had like a video to just post, you know, edit and post, because that's my favorite thing, is editing and posting. That way I could be a little bit of creative type deal, because for some reason I absolutely love that. I don't think he's going to bite now. Nothing's going to bite now because I finally caught him. Now I got a snag. There we go. Yeah. Yep, I thought of that too. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get through the gills at all once I got it, but luckily I did get it, and he wasn't bleeding at all or anything. So he he was able to swim for another day. So it's all good. I don't know if I'm going to catch another one over here or not. We'll wait and see. I'm just not having very much luck on artificial because I'm the type of guy that's got to cast reel in, cast reel in, cast reel in. Just sitting here and waiting for a bobber to go down drives me nuts. So give it a little bit of time and see what happens, and if nothing else, just head back home, and my boy and I will be out tomorrow. So, and seeing if we can't head up a few other places and see if anything eats. And my battery's about ready to go dead, so we should probably get going here in a little bit. But we'll give it a little bit more time. Come on now. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna move you guys back down this way. Back down yonder. Cast it out. And see what happens. Last time I was on leave. You had a friend. You were teaching how to. Oh, it went pretty well, but I was actually teaching him my knowledge about YouTube and getting followers. So he started up a deal for hunting because he loves hunting a hell of a lot more than fishing, and I like fishing a little bit more than hunting, but I'm the type of guy that loves just being outside, being out in nature anyway, so I could care less if I catch a fish or shoot a deer. And I mean, those are, to me, are just the benefits, but he's a hell of a lot better hunter than I am, and I'm a hell of a lot better fisherman than he is, so we kind of go hand in hand. But I was able to I allowed him to use the name for his channel, Wapsie, the Wapsie River Rat hunting, and since I'm Wapsie River Rat fishing, and he pretty much goes all over and hunts. I go all over and fish. It's just our location. Him and I went to school together, and he was a couple grades ahead of me. So him and technology don't agree 100%. He doesn't quite understand the whole aspects of computers and technology and stuff on the internet and algorithms, and that's more my line of work. And so I've been watching what other people are doing with their channel, and I'm trying to incorporate that on mine. So he wanted to know how I was getting the followers and he wasn't. So um, that's what I was teaching him with. And we recorded a podcast, and he let me have his login on his channel and to start doing a little bit of changes here and there to it. I still got a little bit of work to it, and then as I'm doing the changes, I'm telling him, hey, get on there. This is what I did. This is what you should start doing and doing for your channel. But I'm helping him out. So the soft bait thing, he has no interest in making soft baits at all, because he knows that if I have a soft bait mold, he'll tell me, hey, this is what I want. Can you shoot me some of those up? So I tell him, yeah, I can, just because I just like being creative and doing something with fishing in the first place. So I have no issues with that. But if you go and give Wapsie River Rat hunting a follow, I don't know if he got any video of his son shooting a turkey this morning or not, because he doesn't let the opportunity of risking not getting a shot off at an animal just because he couldn't get it on film get in the way. But his son did shoot a turkey this morning, so, and he's 10, I believe. I think his son is 10 years old. So he was able to shoot a turkey this morning, so that was pretty awesome. But my boy has no interest of hunting in the first place. He doesn't quite understand it, so I think I'll just, once he starts understanding what hunting is and being outside is when he gets older, and if he wants to go, I'll take him along with, and if he doesn't want to go, then that's fine by me. I'm not gonna push it. Yeah, right, yeah. Well, I may or may not be going with him tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure what's all going on, but if there's somebody there that can film, then yeah, film. But I don't have a problem with him not filming and then show the aftermath of it. Then yeah, I agree with you on that. Oh really? They're flagging some of the hunting channels now? Yeah, that's just absolutely kind of stupid. I mean, if you don't want to watch an animal get shot or killed, then don't watch it. I mean, it's stupid. Why? Yeah, I don't understand it. Long form you can hunt. It's just that block it. It's just lives that block it. Oh, okay. My whole deal is that just, yeah, it's just, there's just some stupid people out there. I don't agree at all with the whole thing. I mean, it is what it is. That's life, So something's got to eat something. Something's got to eat. Got to kill in order to eat, and life consumes life. So, and if they don't understand it, then they don't understand it. I mean, hell, there's studies showing that there's plants out there that know that they're being eaten, and they're starting to adapt and to build up toxins in their own matter in order to not let whatever's eat it. You know, build up toxins and stuff like that. Their science is starting to find that out. And I mean, here in Iowa, you there's plants that are starting to build up a resistance to Roundup, and when um, it's unreal, because I even started noticing that too. Was that I mixed up some Roundup to kill some plants that were, you know, along a fence line, and I mean, they shriveled up a little bit. But they still continue to grow. They're starting to build up a resistance to Roundup. So, and these people that only eat plant matter or plant-based meat or whatever, I mean, they need to start waking up that life consumes life. It's the way it is. So, and these vegans need to start understanding too that when you go out there and only have a monoculture of plants in a field that's unnatural, and their tofu that's made out of soybeans, I mean, you go and plant a field full of it. Think of all the different types of life that you're killing just to grow food to make your tofu. How's the fishing today? Finally caught 2. So those were the first 2 of the year, 2 largemouth. So, which is kind of funny, because this spot here was a crappie spot of mine last year, and I caught 2 largemouth. Last year I caught all different types of species along this river. I caught green sunfish, caught crappie, caught largemouth, caught smallmouth. My boy was upset because once the crappie bite quit on us, he got upset that we weren't catching any crappie and we were catching all the other types of species. And I was trying to get him to understand that, hey, we're still catching fish. It's a good thing that we're catching other types of fish, not just crappie. But he wanted to catch crappie, and that's the only thing he wants to catch. So, what state's this in? Iowa. This spot here, I caught 10 to 13 inch crappie. And of course, I mean, we only caught like 6 or 8 of them. I can't really remember how many I caught, but I mean, they were a good couple of meals out of them. And but the little Wapsie isn't as great of a fishery as other places here, like here in Iowa. But this is the river that I live along, and we're in. Yeah, it's just one of those deals that I'm close to home. So I just got done with my son's soccer game today. So I got home. I loaded up the pools. My boy wanted to stay home and play soccer some more, just by himself and all that. And so I let that be. Rainbows on a fly rod are my favorite tug. Yeah, I wish that we had a good spot to actually fly fish around here. I mean, I never really got the opportunity. I don't really go out and trout fish a whole lot. I have a couple times and I've caught rainbows, but I never tried it on a fly rod. I'd like to, but it's another thing I would have to learn how to do. And I just need to take the time and the opportunity to actually learn how to um, fly fish and cast the fly rod. So I'd probably be one of those idiots that would end up getting the fly caught in the shirt or something. But you can use fly rods for lake fishing too. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. Yep, I've seen that. I wouldn't even know where to start. Would be my thing. So I don't really pay attention to what the insects are doing out and are doing and all that. So I would have to start. So, but yeah, you won't catch your shirt as long as you're not tying jig heads. Right? Yeah. I believe you there. Hold on. I'm going to add you as a moderator. So that way other people can follow you if you want and all that. So, but hey, if you give me a follow and a like, please do. And I'll subscribe back to you so that way I can see what you're doing. So, but right now I'm just using a bobber and a worm because I am not having any type of luck on soft plastics. So, but yeah, I also on this channel here I make up my own soft plastics. I make up my own jigs, and I tie my own bucktails. Not inline spinners, but bucktails, other types of crappie jigs too, and everything else. Yeah, we'll see you later there, Kevin. Thanks for joining me. So, but I got to go get going here in a little bit also. So, but yeah, I tie my own bucktails and everything, and just haven't really got it on video quite yet. Just been real busy, but I'll be doing more, making up jigs and stuff like that. And I paint my own cranks and everything too. So, but I decided to get out here and try some fishing because I'm not having the luck that I usually do in early spring. But it's been weird. It's been a weird spring, real cold spring. So yeah, that's sweet too. That's sweet. Yeah, I wouldn't mind learning how to tie flies too, but um, let's just say that's just another thing I would have to learn too, and more stuff I would have to buy and pay for. Oh yeah, well, hey, you're in Michigan, so it's got to still pretty cold up there. But the walleye got to be moving, won't they? But I did catch two largemouth here, so that's pretty good. One little dink, one nice size 11, 12 incher. But here in Iowa, I believe they have to be 14 or 16. But you know what? I don't keep largemouths in the first place. I mean, we should because there's plenty of them in these waters, and we should be able to keep them just to bring down the population of them. But those crazy largemouth bass guys, they just absolutely, would say some words that wouldn't be very appropriate for virgin ears. Hardest part of fly fishing to me is tying the fly on the line. My fingers are beat up. Yeah, well, I can also tell you one thing, that with my eyesight is absolutely horrible. And I'm only 37 years old, and I've already had to have eye surgery, because of what's going on. It's a long story of what I have, but I have a rare macular degenerative disease, and not macular, but it's some sort of disease for my cornea, um, that causes a thinning of the cornea. So I had to have a surgery to harden my cornea to my right eye, and uh, let's just say I haven't got my contact yet for my right eye, and so my right eye is all blurry, but my left eye is still pretty good. But I have to go and get the surgery done on my left eye. So, and it's already harder than hell just to tie a jig on. So, but the through eye for the fly has got to be a hell of a lot smaller. So, but yeah. But we got 3 people on. Just, hey, everybody, give a like and a subscribe to my channel, so that way I can start building up those followers and people showing up to my channel and all that and everything to help me out. So a little bit of a side hustle for myself and my boy, so we can buy more fishing stuff and buy more stuff for this channel, because both him and I absolutely love doing this video content and everything. So everybody, please give a like and subscribe. So, but I gotta get going here pretty soon. My phone is down to 10%. So, and I gotta get going home and help my wife out get the kids to bed. So let me reel in. So as I get tangled up. Let's see if anything's over here where my bobber was at, where 2 largemouth I caught over there. But no crappie. Not just yet. Yeah, that might be my wife telling me, hey, get home. So but anyway, guys, thanks for joining. And my boy and I are going to be out fishing here later on. So probably tomorrow. So we'll see ya. Thanks for joining.